I want you to think about Luke chapter 16, the parable of the rich man and Lazarus. Do you remember that parable? And it's the only parable that Jesus calls somebody by a specific name, Lazarus. Usually you get, there was a woman and she lost a coin, right? There was a fisherman and he had a net. But a specific name of Lazarus, so a rich man and Lazarus. And the rich man and Lazarus on earth, it was like this. And then in the parable, Lazarus is at Abraham's bosom. He's in heaven. And the rich man's not. He's separated from God. And he's asking for just one drink of water on his tongue. Now, here's what happens when you look through that verse of Scripture, that passage of Scripture. If you look into chapter 16, verse 20 of Luke, you'll find this, that the poor man, Lazarus, had been laid at the gate of the rich man, okay? The Greek is he was laid at the gate by his friends, by the rich man, or at the gate of the rich man, by his friends. But what did the rich man do? He walked past him every day with no care. Here's the point I want to make. The problem is not in the wealth. The problem is in not noticing anybody else. That's the problem. You see it? So, hey, we need absolutely rich, amazing Christians that run things in the world to be able to say, hey, we want to use things for a great deal. That's awesome. But we need people that are able to say, hey, there's somebody that's in need. When I see a need, I meet a need. And this rich man, the problem was not his wealth. That's not what he's said to be negative about. What was the problem is that this man laid at his gate and he didn't care. And he kept walking by. And that's what's happening in Amos. That's what's happening in Amos. They don't care. They're the ones who've been rescued from Egypt, and yet they don't care. Think about the Good Samaritan, though, in Luke chapter 10. What did he have? He cared. And he used his wealth, if you will, to be able to say, let's put these folks into this hotel to be able to care for them. And so it says that the Good Samaritan is the one that really cared. So it's not about wealth. I want you to hear that. It's not about money. It's not about a checking account. It's about a heart with a burden and a humility to make a difference in people's lives. Hey, thanks for watching. To find out more about Houston's First, you can subscribe to our channel or you can go to houstonsfirst.org.